Welcome once again to
Talking Food.
Talking Food. What are we making today?
Chef Carlo and Andrew.
Yes.
We're gonna make something very important in this program.
Oh.
It's a milestone. We're coming to peace with this green stuff.
Do we have to?
Yes, it's healthy.
Isn't green stuff what dinner eats?
Yes. Goats eat it, and they make delicious stuff.
And now we're gonna eat it.
It's kale. We're gonna come to peace with kale. It's so delicious, so good. So today we're making what I call red eggs, which is eggs cooked in tomato sauce. It's a Persian dish. I cannot remember how it's called in Persian. And then we're gonna make it with
an S. I saw it online yesterday when you sent me the thing.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's a shamashuka or something like that.
Red eggs.
Yeah, red eggs.
I call it red eggs.
Red eggs.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is so simple. This could be lunch. This could be dinner. Or also,
brunch.
I don't mind having this for brunch with a nice Bloody Mary.
Nice.
Or breakfast. Here's how it is. Andrew, we have a nice hot pan. We're going to put a little bit of our organic chicken stock.
Organic chicken stock?
It's going to go like...
Quarter cup?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
There you go. A little bit more, a little bit more. That's a big saute pan. Now we're going to add...
Teaspoon?
About a teaspoon of garlic.
Teaspoon of garlic.
And then he's going to swill the garlic there. We're not using oil. Now this saute pan is really large, so we're going to go more about a cup of stock.
Cool.
And basically, we're not using oil yet. We're just using the heat of the pan, the steam, to cook our garlic there. Meanwhile, so he's going to cook that for a couple of minutes. You can crack up the heat to high on your gas burner right there. I have the fancy induction burner here. So what we have here is just my favorite non-stick pan, and I have today I'm going to use organic crushed tomatoes with basil. It's about a 28 ounce can, and I'm buying usually organic lately because the regular tomato can is $1.49. This guy's is $1.99. So for 50 cents more, I am getting organic tomatoes, which is better for me, it's better for all of us, and better for the environment. So I add my tomatoes to my non-stick pan, and basically what I'm making, it's kind of like a marinara sauce.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. See, no noise now.
Yes.
Basically what I'm making here, it's a marinara sauce. And yes, I could use a shortcut and use a tomato sauce, but if you read the label on your tomato sauce, it has sugar added, and it has something 7 to 8 grams of sugar per serving. I'm gonna do at some point a show on label reading, because we, as a society, we're failing on reading our labels. There is a lot of sugar added, and I believe with all my heart that this excess sugar in our food is making us somehow sick and lose balance.
Yeah, not only that, but all the extra ingredients, right? The stuff you can't even pronounce.
And just because it's organic doesn't mean there is 100% good for you.
That's right. Okay,
so I got my crushed tomatoes there. I'm gonna add pepper because they do not come seasoned. Actually, this kind of tomatoes, they come just with a little bit of basil, which I don't mind at all. I love it. We're gonna put some salt in there. We're gonna stir in about a half a teaspoon of garlic, because we can, and it's really good. If you do not like garlic, don't add garlic.
You could add shallots if you wanted to.
You can add sauté shallots, but you know what? I haven't found anybody that goes like, I don't like garlic.
I've not ever met anybody like that either.
Okay, good. Okay, so you have it high heat right there?
Yep, it's on high. Well, it's almost on high.
There you go.
Oh, we just cranked it up.
Crank it up, heat. Okay, so you can see the stock is almost disappearing. Perfect. Now we're gonna add our kale.
Okay.
And nowadays, ladies and gentlemen, there's no excuse of eating kale. It comes clean, chopped up, ready to go. I mean, open the bag. We're coming to peace with kale.
I'm trying, chef. I'm trying.
Add it. You're gonna see. It's gonna be nice. I know we have not talked trash about kale before. You can add the whole thing.
I'm gonna.
Oh, okay.
I don't want it all over the table and stuff.
Yeah, of course. Well, that's the whole point.
I don't need to be chasing kale this morning.
No, not. You don't need to do that. we don't need to do that. But the good thing here is, okay, so the most important is always keep your kale hydrated. If you're stirring your kale and you see that you're missing a little bit of moisture in the bottom, add more stock. Now remember, most of the stock that you buy might be already salted, so don't add seasoning until the very end. Ooh. Be careful with your tomato sauce. Don't let it boil too hot, otherwise it's gonna splatter all over the place.
It will.
Like it's happening right now. So I just keep my sauce at medium heat. I'm just gonna cook it for 5 minutes. And this is actually what I teach in class to my students, how to make a 5-minute tomato sauce. Tomato sauce either has to be cooked a long time or a really short time. Of course, there's people that might disagree with me, but hey, if you agree with me, we're all good. If you disagree with me, we're all good.
We're all good.
Make your own tomato sauce.
It's just experience talking. I mean,
just like, you know.
But hey, do what you need to do.
So I'm gonna add half a tablespoon of my favorite herbs. So what I call this the pizza herbs. So I take a cup of oregano, a cup of basil, a cup of thyme, and I make my own herb mixture, and I sprinkle that every time we do pizza here at school, or anything, or every time I do my sauce. So we want to add about half a tablespoon in there of my dried herb mix. If you don't have your own herb mix, it's okay if you use Italian seasoning.
Readily available in the spice aisle.
Readily available. The only thing is Italian seasoning, it has, you know, and I brought one here to read the ingredients. And this one has marjoram, rosemary, oregano, savory, and sage. So that's a trick.
What is savory?
It's an herb, winter herb.
Ah, gotcha.
And it's tricky because if you go to Italy, this doesn't exist. If you go to Italy, you go like, excuse me, where's the Italian seasoning?
They're gonna be like, what?
They're gonna tell you like, ma signore, scusi, ma cosa sta parlando lei?
Can we get subtitles on that one?
Oh, what are you talking about? Italian seasoning? You're in Italy. Here's the seasoning.
Here is the seasoning.
Here's the seasoning.
You get it just by being here.
There you go. Just by being here, you're gonna be fine. So, it's okay. And I don't think with your marinara sauce shouldn't be any oregano. I mean oregano. I'm losing it. Rosemary.
Oh, no.
No, I mean, listen, I don't think rosemary should be there. I don't think sage should be there. I think sage goes excellent with any kind of pork product, as well as rosemary goes well with any kind of pork product, any kind of chicken product, any kind of veal goes fantastic. But I don't think it should be included on a tomato sauce. To me, the herbs that should be included, and if you ask my mom, only basilico, only basil. I have grown accustomed to add a little bit of oregano and thyme to it, which in my household doesn't fly because my mom don't like it.
Does she get angry at you?
No, she doesn't get angry. Here, let's come to pizza and let's add all the kale there.
All right, all the kale's in the bucket.
Now look at that, green, it's
pretty.
Bright, it's tasty, and it's gonna cook until the end of the show. You don't have to keep tossing it anymore. Just the only thing you need to make sure now is that there's moisture in the bottom, because you don't want to scorch your kale.
No.
Your kale, if you scorch
Burnt
it.
kale? No.
No, I mean, we're already having to Andrew convinced him that it's delicious.
Well, see, the way it's panning out this morning, if we were just doing a show on kale, I'd be like, okay, we can do a show on kale. But then you mentioned we're making tomato sauce. I'm like, I know, I can drown my kale in tomato sauce.
That's the whole point.
I will try it without the tomato sauce.
Tomato sauce is going to be the escape, the gateway for a better kale for you. It's going to be the gateway. Don't worry.
Yeah, because not everybody likes kale, and it's you know, it's an acquired taste. It really is.
It's an acquired taste. Yes, sir, you have said it. Okay, so 5 minutes have gone by. I'm ready. You can already use this sauce for gnocchi, for orecchiette, toss in some.
Gnocchi.
And actually, you can toss this in there and put it on top of pasta.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
Well,
Another show.
Another show.
Another show.
Another show.
Speaking of which, your bread behind me is kind of freaking me out because I was like sitting here stirring. I looked over. I was like, ah, someone's behind me, but no.
No, this is a fougasse that our students made last night in our baking class, and then we made a nice. We're gonna try it now on the show, and we also they made a nice baguette, and it looks great on the black shirt background.
It does, and I tell you what, if you follow Chef Carlo on Instagram, you can follow us on Instagram, but he's always putting his baking class on his Instagram page. Amazing stuff they're doing in there. In fact, what did you guys make the other night? My wife was asking. It was in the U shape. Oh,
apple strudel.
Apple strudel. I was like, well, that's a weird shaped bread. And then he's like, it turns into this, and he shows the cut strudel with the sifted sugar on top. I was like, oh my gosh, that
Don't forget
amazing.
the heavy cream and the whipped cream.
Yeah.
We lost that monitor.
That's okay.
It's good? Okay.
Yeah, we'll get Adam to go grab us another battery.
Okay, eggs. My favorite eggs, I use the Eggland's Best organic eggs.
Okay.
There's a lot of debate. Do we use organic? Do we don't use organic? Oh, for 99 cents, I buy a dozen eggs. Knock yourself off. I like to use the organic eggs.
Or if you know somebody who's got chickens.
Well, now you're really talking there. Thank God here at school we have a lot of people that have farms, and they have we have had the ability to find farm fresh eggs, which they look completely different.
Yeah, it's awesome though, because they'll just come in and bring you some. You know,
they don't even ask. They just
no,
bring.
They're like, hey, I brought you some eggs because I've got like 15 chickens and they're laying 6 dozen eggs a day.
Okay, so our sauce is ready. So what I'm gonna do now is basically lay the eggs on top of the simmering sauce. Just like that, just as it sounds. So how many eggs can you put in there? As many as you want. That is going to be your choice. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to push with the spoon and create a little hole there for my egg to rest completely. I'm going to crank up the heat a little bit. And how many eggs? That's going to be you.
Yeah, because you could go crazy and put half a dozen in there if you wanted to.
Well, that's what we're doing.
Amanda, if you'll do us a favor and send over our pictures to that monitor.
And now I like my eggs cooked not too on the well done side. I believe they get rubbery.
Oh, yeah.
I believe, and also, if you pay attention, your eggs might even start the proteins, once you overcook them, they come out into your scrambled egg of your omelet if you overcook your eggs.
I want to watch this. So we're basically poaching the eggs inside.
We're poaching the eggs in tomato sauce. Now, if you have those icky eaters at home and they don't want to see, they want, oops.
Got you covered.
Thank you, buddy.
You're welcome.
and they want those eggs truly cooked, then I suggest you put a lid on top of it, so that way you can trap all the heat in there.
Yeah, because some people don't like the yolk runny.
That's the best part. I can't remember if we did a ramen show.
We talked about ramen. I don't think we made ramen. We made pho.
Oh, so we
made
need
pho.
to do
We did
ramen.
not make Mimibop. We did not make.
They just opened a new restaurant in Raleigh, just a ramen restaurant.
Really?
And there's
it's a customized sort of thing. You pick your noodles, you pick your eggs, you pick.
It's very simple, yeah. And there's like people doing lines outside of the restaurant. Like, really? Okay. I mean, hey, listen, ramen is delicious. It's delicious, and I think we should do like a ramen show.
I agree. Ramen. Did we do a ramen show? I can't remember.
I can remember.
We did do a ramen show. We did a ramen show after Thanksgiving. How to use your leftovers.
Oh, we did it with the leftovers.
Yes, we did, and it was tasty.
It was tasty and delicious.
So there you go. You can, if you're interested in ramen, go back a couple of months. Right after Thanksgiving, we did leftover Thanksgiving ramen. It was.
But I think we truly should show how make the ramen.
Oh, the noodles.
How to make the noodles.
Yeah, if you guys are interested in a show like that, leave us a comment right down below. Say, yes, I want to know how to make ramen noodles.
Because it is that easy. Fantastic.
Fantastico.
Fantastico, signore. Okay, so now we got all eggs in there, and we're doing with time 40 minutes. That's going to be perfect. Perfect timing.
You put all the eggs in there?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm hungry, and it's healthy. I get my protein. Have we put any fat in there?
No, not at all.
That's it. Now, what we need to put is a little bit of salt on the eggs because, remember, they do not come seasoned. And, of course, if you had an oven, because we don't have one, so we need to make it work the way we have it right here, this is the moment that you put them in the oven.
Okay.
I like to cook them in the oven because it's a more controlled heat than just a stove. From the stove, the heat is coming just from the bottom.
Right.
You put it in the oven, the heat comes from all over the place, and it cooks more even.
Gotcha. But we don't have an oven.
Not here.
No.
I got it in my kitchen.
Yeah.
Okay, so a little bit of, where's my pepper? You stole my pepper.
I didn't take your pepper.
Well, actually, I did it just for you. Okay, add some pepper in there.
A little bit of pepper.
A little bit of pepper. It has to have some seasoning. And I think, hold on. So make sure your eggs have enough space there to poach. Beautiful. And this is just a matter now. It is now a game of waiting for the eggs to be cooked all the way through.
Okay. Yeah, a little more.
How's that?
It's good. I'm just keeping it moist.
Keeping it moist?
Keeping it moist.
Okay, now this is something that I like to do with the kale, and hopefully you will agree with me.
You like to do with the kale? You add more kale?
I'm gonna add more kale, but now you're gonna have.
wait. I was hoping you were gonna throw in there, I don't know, steak or something. Because you know what I like to do with kale? Add more kale.
Okay, Mr. Smarty Pants. Then we have two textures now.
Okay.
So it's still on high heat. You're gonna add a little bit more stock in there.
Okay.
Still on high heat, a little bit more stock.
About a quarter cup.
About a quarter cup. And now I want to add a little bit of raw kale into the cooked kale.
All right. Because we're adding texture.
We're adding a little bit of a layer of texture in there.
Okay.
And I believe it tastes a little bit different. Now you can just completely cook all the kale all the way. You're not happy, aren't you?
No, dude. Seriously, I'm watching this. I was going to ask you, like, do you want me to stir this?
Yes. You can actually use this and toss it like a salad.
Okay, I'm going to toss it like a salad.
Toss it like a salad, baby. I don't know who sings that song, but it's fun.
Probably somebody we have here on Big Bang Radio. And I'm not wearing my Big Bang Radio shirt today.
What?
I'm not.
What are you wearing today?
I am supporting on this show today one of our local brewers, 217 Brew Works out of Wilson.
Okay.
Yeah.
217
Downtown
Think
Wilson.
local, drink local.
Yeah, that's right.
Do everything local.
Yep.
And Chef Frank, hey Chef Frank, how you doing? Okay, I love it. Think local, do local.
Yeah. To be honest with you, it's not. I didn't do it purposely. I just couldn't find the shirt this morning.
Well,
so I was like, I'll wear another black shirt and support local. So.
Well, do not go too far. I found this morning that this shirt, like 2 minutes before I left the house, I couldn't find it. I just put it in the wrong place. Let me have a piece of paper. Yes. I just put it in the wrong place, and I was like, okay, I can't find it. Okay, so keep the stock over to your side. So, and I love the whole local brewery movement, and it cannot get more local than a brewery. I mean, the beer's made there.
Yeah, exactly.
The beer's made there.
And it smells amazing. If you've never been to a brewery when they're making beer, you get all the wonderful smells.
When they make beer, when they don't make beer, when they pour the beer, it's all gonna be good. Okay, so we're gonna serve this wonderful. So sorry, I'm going off camera. I just gotta reach for my plate down here. So, how are we gonna serve this guy?
Straight up on the plate.
Straight up
on the plate.
On the plate. Okay, I like it. So,
I'm guessing, chef.
Straight up on the plate.
Straight up.
Straight up. Okay, I'm glad we're gonna serve it straight up. What about if we straight up do some bread?
Dude, I am all about some bread.
Okay.
Maybe we'll soak up some of this kale.
It's gonna be fine.
I know. I'm excited.
I promise it's gonna be fine.
You got one of my favorite ingredients in there. Garlic.
Listen, it's gonna be fine. I promise. And if you
I am not opposed to eating anything, so.
You're not opposed to eating anything.
No, I'll get it. See, because I actually like collard greens. I'm a huge fan of mustard greens and collards and everything else. And kale has kind of got that same, not quite as bitter flavor, but.
So that's like people that tells me, oh, I love chitlings, but I wouldn't touch that chicken liver. It's like, really? Do you know where chitlings come from? It's the last part of the intestine of the pig. You know exactly what is running in the last part of the intestine of the pig, and it's fried. But yeah, we're gonna clean it.
You need to stop talking because you're not making this appetizing.
It is better than chitlings. Try it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it will be better than chitlins. Chitterlings.
Oh boy, just try it.
I see them at the store.
Just try it.
Okay, you dial 9 and 1, and when I keel over, dial that second 1.
You're gonna be fine.
Oh man. Oh. Okay, I am a convert. Immediately, I'm a convert.
Okay, so turn it down to low heat.
Wow.
And the most important is getting to that point that it's getting a little bit dry on the bottom. Shower it with more chicken stock. There's nothing. You're not doing anything wrong. Keep showering with chicken stock. Chef Carlo, I don't have chicken stock. Water works fine. Oh, I want to try some white wine. Go for it. I want to try some red wine. Go for it. Just keep going for it.
Man, I am. Wow, chef. I'm serious. I walked into here today and I was like, I'm looking forward to that. Not so looking forward to this.
Well,
but man, I'll tell you what. Well done, sir. Well done.
I get paid to answer questions, train students, and cook. I think I can transfer. Now, don't get me wrong. I can take a quart of cream and just dump it in there. I can take
kale.
Cream kale. I can take a pound of butter and just toss it in there. But that's the beauty of it. You can do something really flavorful with just really good chicken stock, a little bit of pepper. And now,
not even needing, there's no salt needed.
No, because there's
a little bit of salt in the chicken
there's salt in your chicken broth.
Chicken broth, sorry.
If it is, and that's another thing about labeling, chicken stock shouldn't have any salt because we use chicken stock in the kitchen to reduce to add into something else. It shouldn't be seasoned at all. But hey, you know what? This guy came seasoned, so we always adjust. Now,
you'd be great on this hot sauce.
I forgot.
That's okay.
It would be fantastic with some hot sauce. Yeah, but yes. Okay, so let's plate this bad boy.
Okay.
Now, the bread, 2 trains of thought. It can be toasted, grilled, or room temp.
Which do you prefer?
I like it room temp, especially we made it last night. Now, don't get me wrong. If I can dip it in clarified butter and grill it,
you're down for that.
I'm down for that.
I like it room temp, especially with tomato sauce, because you can soak up all that tomato sauce.
Well, actually, if you toast it, you'll be able to soak up more
because you get rid of the moisture.
You're driving more moisture out of here.
Gotcha.
It's just like if you're making bread pudding, you should use bread that you slightly dry out so you can soak up more of the egg and other mixture.
Makes sense.
So I just like it like this. Okay, so kale in the center. There you go.
I'm not going to reach.
You can get rid of the big stem.
I like the big stem.
Oh.
Yes, I'll get rid of the big stem.
He likes the big stem.
I'm so argumentative with you today.
Listen, I'm doing wonderful things here. You actually like it.
There's your kale.
Now I'll take the kale.
Okay.
And I hear you like sauce. So eggs are the way I like them. They're basically poached in the tomato sauce. The red is still vibrant. It's still gonna, when you cut that egg yolk, it's just gonna ooze all over the place. That's the way I like my egg. So let's start by just scooping.
Yeah, I was gonna say, get a close up of this. How are we gonna get an egg out of there?
Oh, with a spoon.
Well, yeah.
With a spoon, baby. And just dig in there.
Ah, boom. Look at that.
And And don't put a lot of the sauce on top of it. And what I like is when you're gonna cut this egg to eat, get that close up. And then you're gonna get your egg, you're gonna cut straight into the yolk. And the yolk is gonna make even this delicious sauce. That's already it's already in your plate, and there's nothing wrong.
A little bit of pepper.
Here.
Well, thank you. Whoop.
You try. I know it's gonna be good.
Okay.
But you need to be the Kale comfort. Oh, wait, not that one.
No, I want that one.
But
I like the end piece.
But okay.
But I like the end piece.
Okay. You are a dad. You know that.
Yes, I'm the guy who goes for the crispy parts of the pork. Oh, Dad, I'm not going to eat that. It's all black, and that's the best part. What are you talking about?
Well, and you know, and I have to try here the sauce in a moment. And like,
trying not to get nuclear on my tongue here.
Come on, don't you have a nuclear mouth?
I don't.
You do. You should. Come on, we've done this show a little bit of.
I'll see you guys later.
Hey! We have 3 minutes still. We need to close the show.
Well, I'm just gonna sit here and eat because that's doggone good.
So, this is how I like it. The eggs are still nice and soft. It's basically like a soft poached. If you want to take it any further, just.
I'm still eating it.
Okay.
I didn't think it was polite to eat on camera.
Well, we have a cooking show the way we eat. That's what we do.
That's killer.
This is what we do.
Yes.
And if you like to cook a little bit longer, you want a harder center, then put a lid on top of it or place it in the oven and cook it until your heart desires the egg. Hopefully we were able to give you a different direction today how to do kale. By the way, this is gluten-free.
Boom.
Paleo, Whole30.
Whole30.
It's a new program that they have out there about non-processed foods.
Okay.
So it's paleo, gluten-free,
Whole30.
Whole30, low carb. I mean, there's no carb.
No.
The only carbs is the naturally occurring sugars in the tomato. Man, what else? We're going like super healthy.
It's tasty.
Fat-free, besides the fat that you will find on the egg yolk. And I mean, listen, if you're always invited to add a little bit of healthy fat in the form of olive oil. You can put a couple of slices of avocado next to it. Spread it on your, like my favorite butter now is just take avocado, grill it.
Spread it on there.
But grill it first.
Oh, grill it, avocado.
High heat grill, and
Nice
then spread it
soft.
on, and then spread it on your bread.
Roasted avocado butter.
Roasted avocado butter, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
And I hope you enjoy the show. If you have any questions, comments, please. Click, do the click thing, Studio 67 thing, and then I will see you next week.
Thank you, Chef. I am now a convert.
Well, I'm glad you're a convert. Now go enjoy your.
I'm gonna let me get my meal here, cause.
And I'll.
Wow.
And I'll be tasting again. But you know, you gotta taste and make sure all the yummy stuff gets yummier.
The hardest part about being a chef, right?
Hard part. And remember, this is. Actually, this dish is inspired from Persia. There has to be a name for it. I cannot remember it, but I think it's amazing. It's simple and super healthy. So see you next week.
See you guys.
We're gonna go eat.